I don't even know where to start. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Y'all, this gonna be a long series. Long. It's gonna be a long series. But I promise you a change is gonna come. It's needed. I'm sitting here amazed at how out of control I've even allowed all this to get, guys. Growing up as a kid, like, I literally had OCD. And that's only because, like, even to this day, my Grammy house is immaculate. One of those where you can actually eat off the floor situations, because that's how absolutely clean she kept her space. So it became a thing. Like, I always had to have my space clean. Like, I just felt weird if seasoning was out of place or things was not organized. My closet was not organized. Not even just by seasons, but by color, by clothes. Jeans is on one side, dark clothes is on the other. Like, I was that girl. I was always organized. And I really don't know when this started. Like, I cannot pinpoint, and I'm not going to even blame it on the basket designs. Like, I will say, I know it got worse. If I throw stuff behind me, that'd be my trash pile, so that's why. But I know it got worse because of the space, of the limited space. And I keep going back to, you know, me having a 3-bedroom house, 2-car garage, and y'all, it had space. The final frontier. What is this? Oh, ponytail. So that was one of the main things, is losing space, not having space. And even, you know, when I had my house, things were still organized. I still had space. It seemed like my house was bigger because at first I didn't have that much stuff in it, because when I first moved here to Charlotte, transparent time, I left Columbia. I'm originally, you know, obviously I told you I'm from Charleston. I originally left South Carolina because I was absolutely depressed, y'all. Like, I hated it. My childhood was trash. There were some good parts, very slim, but for the most part, my childhood was complete trash. So I made sure that even, you know, when I had kids, that I would just try. I was not ready to be no bad parent. I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly didn't want kids, because the way my childhood was, I didn't want to inflict that type of pain onto my children, because you know how they always say, you know, the saying, hurt people. So I didn't really have the best structure as far as, you know, parenting or how you should raise a child, or, you know, because my family dynamic was broken, condition trash, because of the hatred my parents had for each other. But anyway, we're not gonna go through all that. Put the violins away. We're not gonna be depressed. The thing was, my mother, which is my grandmother, who raised me. That's the one that, you know, y'all hear me talk about a lot, but I really wish was here. She was literally my reason for existing. Like, she was my biggest support system. She was always there for me. I never had to want for anything. I don't even know what this is. Ew. But when she passed, God, oh, heat protection, I need that. And I'm sorry y'all gonna see me babbling because I don't know what all is in here. So forgive me if I keep going off topic. I'll be like, girl, stick to the topic. When my mother passed, in 2003. It hurt. No, 2013. Excuse me. No, again, 2007. Yep, 2007. Excuse me, is when my mother passed, and I think not when she got sick first. So I literally told God, I was like, I can't be here anymore. I don't want to be here no more. Like, South Carolina was suffocating. I didn't have a strong family-based dynamic to, rely on. I didn't really have a good support system. And shower cap. So I couldn't go the suicide route because I had my kids. Like, that was selfish. That would have been selfish for me to leave them. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I ain't want to be here. I ain't had nobody to go to. In the words of Escape, who do I run to? Nobody. Because I had nobody to run to. Some twists. Some of these twists that I'll probably put in my hair shortly. Probably tomorrow. But I literally, I didn't have nobody. She was my person. And when she passed, the family dynamic went to hell. It was trash, guys. It really was. And I just couldn't do it no more. So I remember asking God, I was like, please get me out of here as far as South Carolina, or take me out of here. One of the two is going to have to happen because I just can't. These are more twists. I was there. I was that done. Okay? So, thank God the job that I was at, this is how I got into the hotel business. The job that I was at, the DoubleTree in South Carolina. These are hair extensions. I had a very good relationship with the management team there. And I remember asking Alex, to talk to me about, being able to get promoted or how to move up in the company. Like, I want to go to a different location. I want to get out of Columbia. And I didn't really go into everything that was happening, but he can kind of tell that, I was depressed because my work ethics just wasn't the same. I was not the same spirited, bubbly person that I normally was. Some more twists. And so I really told him, I was like, I have to get out of here. Because I don't see myself staying here. I just can't do it. And that's how I ended up moving to Charlotte a year later after my mother died, guys. I got promoted to front office supervisor. And here in Charlotte. So with a little bit of space, I said that because this was a new beginning for me as far as moving to Charlotte, I wasn't taking everything. What I could afford to put on the back of a truck, I didn't even run a U-Haul. Whatever I could afford to put on the back of a truck. Because I had a coworker at the time. He had a big F-150, and he's a motorcycle rider. So he let me use his ramp that he put his motorcycle and stuff on, and we loaded up the truck and we moved to Beverly. I found the first house. God blessed me with the first house that I wanted. I literally saw it online, and I did a walkthrough of the house. Shout out to my realtor, Everett Taylor, with Horace Bryant and Associates. Sorry if y'all see me. Hit him up, found the house, and I saw it, and I was instantly in love. Like, I was like, I want to be there. And ended up getting the house, thank God. Oh, it don't spray. Oh, hold on. Oh, this smells pretty. I don't even know what this is. Anyway, ended up getting the house. Oh, this is Eden Diamond, something diamonds, child. I can't see. Oh, Fleur d'Amour. Oh, it smells good. I don't even know what's down here. Anyway, y'all, whatever I can get on the back of the truck, I literally said, you know, I'm starting over. So for the longest, me and my kids slept on the floor, slept on an air mattress. I ended up getting on my feet. You know, I got us, you know, bedroom sets. Told the kids, let's go to the store. Shout out to Rooms to Go outlet. Ended up going to the outlet, guys, picking out what we wanted, and we moved up from there. I don't even use VO5 no more, but they've never been used. I don't know. I may use them now that I know they're in here. I don't know. I'm like tiny too. So much hair products back here, child. But anyway, the house was amazing, guys. It was amazing. Like I didn't even have enough stuff to fill up the house. It felt like it was so small with just a little bit of stuff that I did, you know, put into there, because I didn't own the home. I was renting, because I literally was trying to figure out, like, if I wanted Charlotte to really be my home, if I wanted to go elsewhere. At the time, I just thought somebody's son was gonna wife me up, child. That dream didn't come true. But you know, it was just a lot of dreams and aspirations that I had, but I just know that I was really depressed without my mother. I really was. So when I found out that they sold the home and I had to abruptly move, I didn't have a plan, guys. Like, I didn't go nowhere. I was just getting back into working because I had lost my job during that time. Like, it seemed like everything that could happen was happening. So the places that I wanted to go that I could afford, remember I told you guys before about the story of God giving me what I needed, not what I wanted. I needed a place to stay. I needed a roof over my head. And I went into the deepest part of depression. Deepest part. Because I really was like, God, but why? Like, what did I do to you? What the world? What are we doing and why? The kids started going crazy. Like, it was a lot, y'all. It was a lot going on. So I had to really just rush and find a place to stay. And so this happened. I got oil sheen, y'all. Look. I ain't used oil sheen in forever. I ended up finding here. They were, you know, income based, so it was based off your income, and you had to have like X amount. I think like I want to say 3 times the regular rent amount or whatever, but it's still based off of. So yeah, it was low income. It was low income around here. Because at the time I had literally just started back working, and it literally was my Malcolm X. It was my enemies necessary. I just needed a roof over my head. My kids were gone, so I just had to figure it out. For somebody that don't wear wigs, I got a lot of wigs under here. Okay, I tried to get into that phase too, but it ain't work. But so with God giving me what I needed, that means it came with limited space. So this series is gonna be different for me also, because I'm a very private person when it comes to like my personal life. What y'all see is the fun parts of me that I had to work and heal to get to that point. Had to get to that person, but she wasn't always there. So I said all that to say I didn't have space, and I just had to put stuff where I could, cram stuff where I can, shove it in there, close the door, and just don't worry about it. Just forget it. This is face scrub. I need to know if this still works. I think this is old. I don't want to put this on my face. My face fall out, y'all. But I didn't have space. But at the time, like, I wasn't thinking about it. I was just like, you know, I got a roof over my head. I was very depressed. Very depressed. Very, very depressed, because I looked at where I came from. Like I said, I came from a 3-bedroom house. You couldn't tell me I was not the shiznick. Okay, I had great job at the time, beautiful home at the time, working on, you know, if I wanted to buy it or not. And then everything happened. So with me having to rush to move here, there was no control. It was just straight chaos. Eye mask. It was just put ish where ish can go and forget it. Don't worry about it. At least you got a roof over your head. Don't worry about what nothing else is working or what's not working. So then the business happened. Now I'm a business maker. I'm a basket maker. So now the little bit of space that I didn't have, I now have made that 10 times as worse. Because this is one of the greatest adventures and one of the biggest blessings that God has gifted me is this ability to make these baskets. I was a little girl for Halloween one year. And I will not take this for granted. I am absolutely, this is an amazing blessing. Oh, look, y'all, I found the shampoo to go with the conditioner. So I guess I need to start washing my hair. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, God, it smells amazing. Smell it. It smells good. Passion fruit. Passion fruit smoothie. I might just put this on your hair or not. Don't want to put this on, then go outside. The mosquitoes have a whole field day. But outside of now, you know, building the baskets, see, this is still kind of organized. I definitely ran out of space. Ran out of space for everything, as y'all gonna see. Like I said, these are gonna be series. As y'all saw with Hope, shout out to her, who turned these into series of how this is shampoo when I used to literally wash my hair. I may need to get back into it because my hair started falling out real bad. Maybe I should start with the other shampoo first. I don't know. This is real old. But everything was just there. You know, it was like there was, and then I started running out of space. I already didn't have the space to begin with. And then the limited space that I had, it started getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. It started shrinking in, guys. And my OCD really got out of control. Out of control designs. Disaster, or however you want to call this series. That's why I named it that. Because it really got out of control. My kids even adapted of having their room and everything neat and in order. For somebody that don't know what makeup, honey, look at all these iPads. Look at all this makeup. I had to get this one when I saw it in the store, like, because it's him. Hello. Look at all this, y'all. A whole palette my son had got me one year for eyeshadow. Like, I wear eyeshadow and lip gloss. I may throw on some lip color. I don't really do lipstick, but I may put on like some lip gloss that has color in it. But yeah, I got all that. But even my kids were, you know, into that phase also, because once again, this is something that was adapted from a kid, from childhood. Everything had to be decent and in order. Period. I do have another big one that I can probably use. Let's see if these two will fit. So yeah, everything had to be decent and in order. And when I got here, there was no such thing, child. It was just there. And it grew. It became a beast that was out of control. And before Hope even mentioned of doing this, I kept saying, y'all, I gotta get my space back together. I gotta get my space back together because it's too much. It's too much, and it's getting on my nerves. Like, it was truly bothering me, to the point where I was like, I'm not designing nothing else. I'm not buying nothing else. I'm not doing nothing else until I get all this ish under control. And I meant what I said. Like, it really got bad. But like I said, you know, I just moved into this space because at that time, y'all, I just needed a place to stay. And once again, God gave me what I needed, not what I wanted. And I'm so thankful for that. But this little bit of space, guys, baby, I gotta be thankful of the little bit that God gave me so that he can increase my space. So when he see that I'm able to do right with the little that I have, then he can increase me to have more. So with that being said, you know, first of all, I owe him the biggest apology, because with the space that I had, it got too much out of control. Too much out of control to the point where I was just doing stuff, you know, putting stuff there. And, you know, y'all have heard my story before where I would get upset when stuff didn't sell because I'm like, I don't have the space to put it nowhere. And then I started having buyer's remorse of buying all this stuff with nowhere to put it. And then it's like, but I have to have it to grow my business. But then now I shouldn't have it because now I can't do X, Y, Z. Like, it was just too much. It was too much. So I'm going to take y'all on the journey with me. Thankfully, underneath here wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But it's a lot. It is a lot. You guys are going to go with me and grow with me. And I thank y'all for going with me on this journey. I'm not going to make this video super long. I will show y'all how it looks once I'm done. Well, at least first part. So, of the BB&B, the bath, the bed, and beyond, OCD series, Out of Control Designs by Chosen. Thank you, Hope. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I'll be back when the video is over, if I'm not asleep under here somewhere. All right, friends. Let's go ahead and get this started. I appreciate you being here thus far. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a journey because I have to work through this in between work, which is limited. So I have to keep that in mind. Plus, me trying not to be tired at the same time either. You know, I am going to get my rest. So we're going to see. We're going to get it popping. We'll make it happen. And, but until next video, I'll post it when I'm done. All right. Thanks for sticking out with me, my friends. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.